Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1. Liquid versus OG. Yeah, it's a bit of a skeleton crew here. Please forgive us, because it's going to be me and Lacoste.
It is what it is, and we have to work with it.
Welcome, Lacoste. A lot of great points were shared by you on the panel.
Great question, Tsunami.
Thank you. I appreciate that. As we get into game number 1, yeah, we don't see very much Tidehunter these days, and I like your justifications, especially for Amar. I know that Go Early Satanic is in his wheelhouse of being the carry from the offlane, but Tidehunter seems like the least amenable to that, especially
it's going to be more difficult this game, even to go for this type of a build, I would say. Looking at what he's playing into, I would assume that eventually, like, you might need to go for more standard builds. I know Amar just is feeling himself about the items. He said it multiple times, he doesn't think about the itemization. He's like, oh, this is it, I'm gonna go for it. But the one item that I'm looking for is definitely Heaven's Halberd against Lone Druid and Razor. Okay. A lot of value from it. That's when, you know, Tidehunter gets his items and everything, but Mickey Pudge.
Yeah,
and he's going to be playing the safe lane.
And sending Matu mid on the Lone Druid to go head to get against BT.
It's difficult for Pudge. This is something that we didn't mention, but you can't land a hook against Puck most of the time. It's just very difficult.
What is easy for Pudge?
Easy?
Yeah.
Best a hook. Best
oh, that's very easy, believe me. You can do that from all levels of the game. So they're tri-lane.
6 heroes.
Tri-lane. Okay, wow. Unusual, to say the least. Care to elaborate, Lacoste?
What Liquid wanted to do, I don't think they wanted to keep the tri-lane. They wanted to surprise them and go for the kill. And now they see Amar. Hook is available.
Yeah, he's very, very tanky, though. And Boxy with the hammer.
Way too many creeps here, so they need to fall back a little bit. Now in the top lane, Misha, he already rotated. Yeah, good body blocks.
He's trying to get back to his tower, but it's not going to happen. First blood goes the way of Yuragi, and now Boxy decides to show up top after the first blood attempt. It does not succeed.
Are we counting the hooks? I did not see the first meat hook.
I'm going to assume that it was a miss. I know typically production likes doing a low light reel every single time there's a Pudge in the game and compiling all the hook misses. We'll see if that is the case.
We removed it. We had it. Minus HA, also known as hook accuracy, and minus AA for bottom, so arrow accuracy.
Okay.
Not sure. That would be cool to re-add in Dota.
We have the combo indicator on the Arcana. There's no, like, un-combo. This dude got 5% hook accuracy. Elsewhere, mid lane, it's going to be... what's Puck looking for this game? What are the timings?
Puck things. I mean, we already said this so many times throughout this DPC tour, and today already Misha in trouble, has Fairy Fire, gonna pop it, still gonna go
Not
down.
For one more second, and he goes down.
Yeah, I think in that situation it's much better to keep the Fairy Fire, because you're dead anyway. He did have Healing Salve, but Boxy had his abilities available anyway.
Fairy Fire.
That's a good
right
fairy.
There. Taiga manages to get out, still has 2 mangoes as well.
You know what's a good fairy as well? Puck. Yeah.
The Fairy Dragon. I was going to ask, why is Beastmaster being consistently higher prioritized in ban phases than Puck?
Beastmaster is just insane. What
Better than
like
Puck.
it's a BKB piercing ability. Puck needs 25.
Yeah.
People think that they can counter Puck. It's like, oh, pretty similar to what the Dota teams are very stubborn when it comes to certain things.
That's fads.
Yeah, pretty much.
People see a cool shiny thing, they're like, oh wow, this one player did really well on it. I hear Ame is doing really well on Pudge, and Mickey scoops it up, and hey, maybe he'll impress. You know, all things considered, it's not a very high stakes game. Sure, Liquid gets ever so much closer to confirming a direct invite to TI, but you're gonna need a major place. Dash HA 0%.
He almost got him even after Heavenly Jump. That was close.
Yeah, too bad Heavenly Jump gives like 350 range for some reason.
They have no stuns. They have no hook setup, so Mickey will need to be able to land those hooks on himself, on his own, no help whatsoever.
I'm very excited to see if Yuragi ever takes over Pudge and ends up being the superior Pudge.
Doge doing really good on a mid lane, better than the coin. Last couple of months.
It's been a rough few days for the market, my friend. A rough few weeks for the market.
Okay.
Mickey's topping the CS chart right now. He's 25-4 even after the pseudo tri-lane at the beginning. Misha has rebound, and he'll zoop out.
Oh, you complained about Zeus jump. What about the rebound?
Yeah, but Marcy was designed like this. Zeus was designed like in 2007, and then now modern Zeus is like, well, you know, mobility creep seems like
he modernized. He's up to date.
He's a god, though. He's outdated. Who believes in such theistic things? Look at him walking while floating, Arcana style.
Every single problem in Greek mythology starts with Zeus. Yeah, it's his fault.
We actually got a mid lane showdown, Mars versus Zeus in NA yesterday. It was very exciting. Mars ended up being the superior of the gods.
It's not cool. Mars has two names.
We're not so different.
What's the second name?
Ares.
Oh, that's true. See, look, the Zeus the god isn't cutting it right now, even with the heavenly jump. And Insania, I must say, has been doing a pretty good job in bullying. Jakiro, I find his strengths are more in the attack speed reduction. This game, what is his primary goal here? Is it going to be a pusher? Is it max liquid fire? Is it the only stun setup with ice path for the hook?
I think you max liquid fire because you play for Team Liquid. You get extra 20% damage.
And then liquid frost afterwards?
Exactly.
Has to rush the shard. Rotation.
Amar, there's the ice pad bottom. They're going to get another one.
And he gets the kill on Tidehunter. Meanwhile, mid, they get a roar onto Puck. Quick jaunt, bottles up. Will he get the root?
Doge.
Doge does not get the root. And a resummon as well. Meanwhile, dispose onto Boxy. He's going to have to hammer out. Misha in trouble. And he gets the root. There we go. Inside the fire. Rebounds out. And he's fine.
The most important thing is this bottom lane is doing extremely good. Not just bottom lane. Look at Razor. J has been farming extremely well. And like, he doesn't necessarily counter Morphling, but if Morphling wants to morph into something else, then like he's still gonna be the target. Like, he's gonna be annoying in Morphling's face.
Yeah, especially waveform down. He's gonna be very, very careful about how he initiates.
Dire's middle tower.
And now Matumba Man with this siege creep as well is totally bullying Puck out of the lane and gonna get a lot of damage on this tier 1 tower. Misha comes back to refill the bottle, but already a third HP taken away with this ult.
Mickey bottom down to half HP. Does have Ring of Health and 16 wand charges, so he's gonna be okay. Looking for a potential angle. If he can land a hook.
Yeah,
Stun underneath the tower.
Insania getting some vision. And he has 1 point in Ice Path, which could be enough to set up. But I'm pretty sure they would want to focus on the Tide as opposed to the Zeus.
Tide does not have this jump ability that is super balanced.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
TP top, BZM making a rotation.
They get the coil, and Zai looks dead to rights.
They use a coil, they get the coin. And who gets the last hit? Yuragi gets it. Yuragi off to a really good start. This is the second kill. He did get the first blood, which made his lane very easy, going for the Morbid Mask as well, so has that sustain. Doesn't care too much about the Razor, like he can keep the distance. Dawnbreaker's stun is not reliable, so you will have time always to use the shift.
Yeah, and I guess that'll be a consistent thing. Savage Roar is oftentimes good at catching some Morphlings by surprise, but he still needs some initial setup, which may just be coming from the Ice Path. Roar draws Misha away, but no rune up top instead.
There's no one to jump from. Puck needs to get close.
It's under attack.
DOT not enough to burn off Misha. This is a rebound. I mean, I'm with you.
They also stacked. They stacked, what's it called? Fear and Starbreaker stun.
Insania's content sitting around here, though. Actually, 2 points in Ice Path now. And a Dismember onto Zeus. Heavenly Jump away, slows down the Pudge, who's got the hood now, so he's pretty content chilling down here. And still 3 heroes from Liquid hanging out mid. We're 4-2 on the HA, by the way. Keep your eyes peeled.
Ooh, Starbreaker misses.
He does
Good moves. 2 supports. rotate to the mid lane because Matumba Man was bullying Puck with the first siege unit, and now they take the tower. Taking tower before 10-minute mark is pretty nuts.
They did have to dedicate 3 heroes because with Elsewhere in the side lane.
They have these self-sustainable heroes. Mickey. Oh, let's see the hook from Yuragi.
Ravage used on top of the waveform. Hood dissipates a lot of that damage, and he's walking away slow from the heavenly jump, and that's too much burst before Insania can come in. All he had was an ice path. But meanwhile, BZM getting chased in tier 2. A lot of armor underneath that tier 2, but not a lot of magic reduction. Oh my god, the hammer actually
will die to tower.
He'll sacrifice himself afterwards, and Zeus does not get any experience from that. BZM is getting completely hemmed out of his entire half of the map. Not even safe underneath his tier 2. Boxy just won't leave him alone.
Yuragi TP'd bottom, they got the kill. Unfortunately, we did not see the hooks from Yuragi yet. Morph was not available.
Yeah, production, can we get 2 hook counter accuracies? I need 1 on the Morphling and 1 on the Pudge, please. Thank you.
No. Straight up, no. It's too much work, Tsunami.
I do not carry the Clive. Owen asked, he would have gotten it. BZM TV's up top.
And the real play-by-play casters would get it.
I'm an imposter.
Under attack.
For what it's worth, Zai maybe not as self-sufficient. He's just been cruising around in the jungle, which is now Matu's job. They have just completely taken over OG's.
Nothing to jump from. Puck, once again, needs to get close, and he does.
Mask of Madness on the Baron, but not enough to chase. But seems like Liquid's just content on taking tower after tower. It definitely goes in theme of having a Jakiro on your team. And Boxy policing this bot lane. And Mickey Invis. I don't really know if this counts. This is oh, he's just gonna walk up and do it.
He can get it off.
Just gonna walk up and do it. I mean, he gets the kill. He ends the killing spree. Zai gets the credit, but do you really respect it? Where's the flair? Where's the panache?
I mean, Pudge was involved in 3 kills, only 2 flash heap. Not a perfect one, but it is what it is. And now on the top lane, Matu rotates. They take the tower.
Yeah, the tower damage has been severely lacking from OG, which is part of the criticism that we had of this Tidehunter. Normally, Amar plays these heroes that quickly manages to get to a net worth and an item timing that he's like, okay, I'm gonna show up to this lane. Everyone's gonna group up behind me.
He's farming a big, juicy stack right now in the triangle.
What's he gonna do with that stack right now? He's got a cloak.
Continue farming after that.
Continue farming, infinite farming on this Tidehunter. Razor also progressing quite well, significantly better than Tidehunter, so as far as off-lane net worth is concerned, Zai's pretty thrilled with the situation. Trade-off, though, is that you have a one-position Pudge, who is keeping up with Morphling, but I imagine that gap is going to start widening as Boxy.
And the true carry is Lone Druid. Pudge is just there, you know, existing. Boxy gets to deny.
He has the Lord Guardian if he wants to get out, but the Adaptive Strike cancels it, and he will give up his life. Okay, so true carries Lone Druid, but you did mention on the panel, though, that the carry-to-carry...
I say a lot of stuff on the panel, Tsunami. Okay. You can't bring it up. If I say something that's just counter to what I said, if it's something completely different, you don't bring it up.
Anything you say in a panel can and will be held against you in a court of a cast.
What did I say?
You said that the carry-to-carry matchup between the Lone Druid's not really worried about Morphling. They're doing 2 different things. Lone Druid's worried about pushing towers constantly, and Morphling's worried about, I'm gonna kill everybody eventually.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go and try to kill Morphling, because they don't have enough lockdown, they don't have silences, so the plan is gonna be deal with the rest and then go for the Morphling. Like, what they want to kill is potentially Puck with the Ice Path, bait a Tidehunter's Ravage, and right now, OG, they're smoked. Yep, they're looking for something. They're gonna find Insania.
Not really what they were hoping for, and I imagine if they continued moving up top, they were hoping to use Amar's Ravage, because that's a back up and running, but they successfully defend the top tier 2, but only get a Jakiro kill. Agreed. So then what are the items for Morphling? Right now, he's working his way up to the Scotty. Is he ready to go after Scotty, or what?
Oh, I mean, he only has 1 death, so he's still at the top of the net worth. I want to see a move coming out from OG. They did smoke, but only got position 5. They were definitely looking for a bigger kill. And yeah, Scotty's definitely good. Gives you the tankiness, the stats that you need, the slow, especially against these heroes like a Pudge. There's not too much healing coming out, but...
yeah, just Solar Guardian, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're making moves, but they're not really claiming very many objectives on OG. They're taking over this jungle.
They need to take a fight. They can't just park Morphling and siege the towers. It's very difficult, especially when you play against Pudge.
Yeah.
Even Jakiro. Jakiro's going to be defending these towers.
Lay down a Macropyre, call it a day. I guess part of the problem is that Amar TP'd up top. He was expecting a fight to happen near the top tier 2. And once that smoke bumped into Insania, everyone from OG was like, okay, let's reposition, let's go bot. Meanwhile, Amar's kind of lost at sea. He's got his hood completed, but still, like, you've got this Ravage up. You want to be able to take advantage of it.
Change his item build. He was thinking about getting a Blink Dagger, then going for the Force Staff and the Ghost Scepter, be annoying on the Tidehunter. For now, bought a casual Plate Mail. Against Razor, against Lone Druid, makes a lot of sense. But yeah, for OG, seems like it's just going to be the farm game. Potentially smoke, go for something, but they will need to defend Roshan. Once El Doge gets
Dire are scanning.
Deso, and it's going to be after this camp, they will need to try to go for it. And this is big. They just scouted Razor, who was passing by inside the pit, so they think something's happening, which is not.
Yeah, and they're migrating all their heroes over, but instead, not going to find anyone. Taiga scouts it out. He's still got Thunder God's Wrath. I have to say, very uncharacteristic for Amar to be going for such a defensive item build. This is armor and magic resistance. Where's the damage? Where's the satanic?
I don't think he's gonna get it this game. It just doesn't feel right. Not that type of a game where he can carry with the Tidehunter. Is gonna be needed more utility from him.
Now Liquid systematically taking control of this OG jungle. Rebound in, get the dispose onto Mickey, but he's very, very tanky. He gets the hook onto Amar. Ice Path on top of it, as well as the Macropyre. Amar looking for a
Great macro.
locks it all down, and Amar just doesn't see the opening anymore. Root onto the puck as well. There's the Ravage. Stuns out everyone. No follow-up. Dream Coil.
Sai has BKB coming to him.
He's got it delivered. He pops it immediately. He's going to get out of the coil. Walks away. A hook from down onto the Tidehunter. Mickey snaps up that kill. Tidehunter's dead. Zeus is dead. BZM on the run. He gets the jaunt out, and now it's more.
Another hook in 5. He does have.
Come on, Mickey. Don't let me
damage.
down. Let's get the combo. The gap is widening, and he's going to give it up.
Yeah, this counts as 2 hooks pretty much. Like the big turnaround. I was looking at Zai's career, and he just got his BKB delivered. Pretty much the perfect timing. Pops the magic wand, manages to survive. And now El Doge, with that Deso, he also collected 4 extra damage. I think it's time to potentially have Roshan on the menu.
Yeah, and maybe take down this tier 2 tower up top first, get that away as a potential TP point. Although, they are killing his bear.
Dire's top tower.
His bear is not dead. Did he... Wait, I
He
didn't
resummoned.
Did he get a... I don't
think he got the gold.
I think the creeps got the last hit. You hate to see it. Okay, so Deso online, you took away the top tower. Ravage is going to be down for another 80 seconds.
And also no Zeus ulti. I think they should use this opportunity to go inside and take the Roche.
Yeah, but instead, Fear.
Matu getting good solo kill.
Okay. And True Form is up in 10 seconds, so maybe that's the safest point at which they can take Roches after they take over this outpost as well. Or they just continue sitting around in this jungle, really preventing Morphling from feeling safe returning to his half of the map.
I like that Pudge didn't commit to Aghanim Scepter because he's not like real carry, and they need to be able to chase him down. So he picks up a Blink Dagger, so that's gonna be a lot better.
They gave me the Yuragi score. He's 0-0 right now, and Mickey 6-2. You love to see it, and they see Morphling not yet in the fog. Smoke breaks, hook. He had the right line, but the invulnerability of the waveform.
That was close. That was really close.
That would have been sick. So what is Pudge's main job then? Just to be a damage sponge in this game?
Yes, most definitely. I'm not sure if he's even gonna go for Aghanim's next game. If he feels like it, if he feels like that he needs to tank, I wouldn't mind seeing a BKB on Pudge. Yeah, he just queues it up.
Okay. And now Roche being claimed. Ravage is up in 10 seconds, but that's if OG gets a read on...
Mick is invis, so he can scout things out and potentially break smokes.
Yeah.
There's the smoke. They're not gonna make it there on time.
Yeah, Matu's kind of losing a lot of HP to this Roche though. Puck makes a move, gets hooked by Mickey. The 7-2 gets the phase shift first off. May spawn into an ice pad, into a dismember. Not enough damage quite yet, but the macro pyre is just enough to put Puck 6 feet under. Roche has still not been claimed yet. Instead, Matu changes his mind, Ravage is up, but Amar really doesn't want to have to blow it now. Starbreaker gets cancelled. Amar finally has to Ravage, and Matu loses his bear. Not gonna happen. Oh, he just resummons it. Boxy goes down. Misha getting hit by Morphling. And what an ice bat from Insania. Follow up with the Savage Roar Fear. Morphling not able to attribute shift.
They're gonna go back to Roche Pit and take it. The great initiation. Mickey, he lands a hook. There's a little bit of I'd say not enough trust from Insania to go for the ice pad straight away when he landed a hook. Still, it gets the job done even after the phase shift. It's pretty similar to, like, Jakiro was considered a counter to Shadow Demon because of the defensive destruction. Exactly, and then you land an ice pad, so you have a guaranteed stun.
Which I guess Puck may have actually been able to get out of that because it looked like he was facing in the right direction. And it depends on you have to do your turn rate or whatever. And so if he phase shifted as soon as getting hooked, he may have been able to get out, as we see.
Yeah, we're gonna see that again.
Well, this is after, but you get the idea. Meanwhile, I think it was a great decision for Liquid to abandon going for Roche. They knew all they need to do is just make sure that Tidehunter does not get close to the pit, and they'll be able to prevent.
And look at the positioning from Liquid. They're not gonna get hit by that Ravage. Like,
it's just there and Dawn. Meanwhile, Boxy has been duking it out with Amar for like 10 minutes down here, and now everyone else has joined. Another dismember into a Starbreaker, into an ice bath, and Puck is getting chain controlled consistently. Monty goes into true form, gets so much HP back. Uragi getting linked up, and I don't know what trifecta of links is going on right now, but whatever the case, Morphling goes down. Insania has been on point with these ice paths. Blink forward, gets the hook. Maybe he didn't even bother juking it.
That's gonna be a full team wipe.
Full team wipe. Zai with the triple kill. Liquid firing on all cylinders. Tip this Pudge. Tip the Jakiro also. These ice paths. I'm telling you, this Puck, I've never seen a Puck look so under control with no real guarantee.
Insania is on point. He does have Ether Lens on top of this. He's going to be able to scale. Playing position 5 Jakiro in this type of a game, like, there's a big discrepancy between the two supports in this game. And now Mickey still thinking, okay, I knew it's going to happen, was about to say. When you, oh, do I need a BKB? You won your last 2 fights. BKB doesn't seem as tempting anymore. And I mean, you're playing against the Morphling, so this Aghanim Scepter is gonna do quite a lot. Surprised OG decided to go for this fight because they had no Ravage.
Yeah, I think it originally just started out as a little skirmish between Boxy and Amar, and then all of a sudden OG was like, okay, fine, we'll help you kill this Dawnbreaker.
Also loving the build on Zai. BKB first item, Blink Dagger next to be able to chase them down, lock onto the target, and into Hex. It's gonna take some time until he farms it, but gonna be like, you become Initiator. You can blink, because they don't have that guy, right? Like, Pudge is not gonna do that thing. He does not want to go in first, and yeah, just blink Initiation, blink Hex on either Morphling or Puck. It's gonna be great.
But Morphling's feeling the pressure. All these repeated instances. He's queued up a BKB as his second item. He's got the Scotty, he's got a Yasha, and now he's feeling like he needs the spell immunity. And meanwhile, also Tidehunter picks up his Blink Dagger, so OG can perhaps finally take some fights on their terms, because for what it's worth, I see Puck be, oh my god, the bash into the root, into the hook!
They got his number throughout this whole game.
They've had his number.
BZM is 2-4-1.
Text them on WhatsApp, be like, hey bro, how's it like being dead for half the game?
The lane setup from Team Liquid, where they decided to put Lone Druid on the mid lane against Puck, and also Pudge on the safe lane with the Jakiro, kind of set the tempo for this game.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, initially I was a little bit skeptical because they looked like they were trying to do this tri-lane thing. It looked like it was just a first blood attempt. It left Zai alone for a little bit, that he got first blooded, but Zai has recovered exceptionally. And I guess having Mickey be more sacrificial means that not as much farm is being vacuumed up on the map. It allows Boxy to farm a lot more. It allows Insania to
forcing
farm
the
a lot
glyph.
more.
Sorry, Tsunami, but they're gonna go in.
Minute left on the Aegis as well.
Radiant's top
Wraith Pact now online for...
It's a full Wraith Pact. Against, take away 30% from Zeus, Puck. That's a lot of damage taken out, especially when they're playing from behind. Marcy, at this point, is pretty much sidekick on your Morphling.
Yep. This is a rough first 25 minutes for OG. Not what they were expecting with this draft. I mean, you have to be a little bit apprehensive picking a Titans knowing that you will be slower than usual, but the fact that they have like not crossed the river on their terms in like 15 minutes. They see Taiga, they eat Taiga, they kill Taiga. Meanwhile, Amar, Solar Guardian, done, not gonna come in time.
Nicely done by Amar.
Yeah.
Still no big items. Apologies. Like, Morphin still needs a lot of time to farm his BKB. This Lotus Orb on Tidehunter that he has queued up. Sure, it's good against the Static Link, against Pudge, even Lone Druid, but they can still play around it. I don't see any item on side of OG that they can farm in 5 minutes that's gonna make things a lot more easier for them to take these fights.
Is there a cap on Liquid though? Is it like once they reach this point, then things are gonna start going in OG's favor? Or do they have...
They have a really good scaling lineup on side of Liquid.
Hook, Yuragi, stunned by the Ice Path, he gets the attribute shift, immediate blink, Ravage from the Tidehunter, cancels a lot of the aggression, but everyone's just trying to retreat. Macropire goes down, a weird triangle plasma field, that was peculiar. And
another one.
No, the combo finally ends. Mickey whiffs it, but it's only on a Zeus. It wouldn't have been that much. And they saved the Morphling, but it cost so much.
Look at Instania.
He's on this Puck's tail. Dawnbreaker's gonna show up too, but BZM's not quite afraid. Not yet. Enters Guy. Enter the Ice Path. He gets the blink, facing the right way. Gets the Dream Coil and jaunts away. Meanwhile, Matamba Man gets the kill on Misha, and they're gonna lose interest. Another hook onto the Morphling. What?
Mickey is on point. They're so quick with the reactions. They saw BZM, who's trying to split push, immediately 3 TPs to stop it, and they get a kill on a different side of the map as well.
They get 2 kills. The Marcy goes down, and Yuragi's just hanging around the area. Taiga feels safe. Misses that hook, but he has Dismember.
He's gonna get him.
He's gonna get him all right. And Mickey wired in right now. Friendly tips. Former teammates. Honestly, you should be pretty impressed.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, this game is pretty one-sided. Same as yesterday. Both of those games, Team Liquid completely dominated.
Dire's bottom tower.
Let the record show this does not change my opinion on Pudge. I still think he's an incredibly unreliable hero, but by God, Mickey is looking like a virtuoso on it right now.
If you have a good Pudge player, it does become reliable.
Sure, can we get his hook stats up again? I think it's like a 75% hook rate. 12 and 7, my friend.
In a pro match, that's really good. Yuragi, 100%.
100%, that is true, actually. That's where the bar is set. Meanwhile, he has been like Sisyphus rolling up the hill to get this BKB and consistently getting knocked down. I don't think he's progressed since like the 5 minutes earlier that I thought, oh, hey, he's building a BKB. Meanwhile, Zai completes his full Scythe of Vice.
And there is no save. There is dispose, but I believe they could, like, if they initiate with the Blink Hex, you know that there needs to be Ravage thrown down. And it might not be a good Ravage.
Okay.
That's the Hex reveal.
That's the Hex reveal. Down goes Puck. Out of the game for 50 seconds, and they already baited out the glyph earlier. 50 seconds left on OG's glyph, which means they may be able to claim a Rax if they're feeling confident. Thunder God's Wrath. They see Mickey, activates BKB, gets the Dismember off, sticks around. Solar Guardian is not up, so he's not gonna have any backup, at least not from Dawnbreaker, but Zai jumps in, blinks in, throws a party. And
they call it. Yeah, I mean, they're just getting hunted. Mickey, he looks pretty happy about it.
Take a sip, young man.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Stay hydrated.
Take another one.
Take another
one. House.
He earned it. Matamba Man has a Black King bar poster, not really needing it, and Boxy is just like, is that it?
That's it?
I never got to use my Wraith Pact a single time. I didn't get to activate it. I built this for nothing. My God, Liquid are in rare form against OG, it seems.
Yeah, it seems like they did so much prep just for this particular opponent. I mean, they do have eight people. They have Jerry, they have Blitz, and they have Jabs as well. Yep. 5 players.
3 analysts.
Yeah, other
Partridge
people also hopping in with a couple of ideas, you know, messaging Team Liquid. Maybe you should try this. They're also getting ideas from the Reddit, from the Twitch chat as well. So kind of not fair.
It's a collaborative. We're crowdsourcing.